Hey my friends, how are we doing today? Well, I haven't been on YouTube for a long time. Guess there's nothing good to really get excited about on here with the trucking, but anyway, I thought I'd do a little talk about California emissions in trucking. So anyway, first of the year, well, and December 31st, 23, CARB went to California emissions, went to stricter regulations, and you had to get your truck certified, a little certificate for your truck. And they have expiration dates on the certificates, and I think mine is, what is mine? August, I think, somewhere in that neighborhood. Anyway, at that point you have to have it actually checked, and I don't know if the checking is a tailpipe emissions check or just a check to make sure all the equipment is there and working right. But anyway, I got to the point in the middle of the winter, well, end of February, last day of February or so, I decided, well, my 2012 Kenworth, that emission system is getting a little tired on it. I mean, yeah, they accept the ones that from 2010, but I didn't know if it could pass a tailpipe check if they do that, because every once in a while during a regen, it would get to smoking. Well, anyway, so I got a 19 Kenworth 579. It had been on the dealer's lot there in Des Moines for, actually 12 months. So got a good deal. They claimed that they lost $20,000 on it from what the guy traded it in for. I don't know if they just dealer talk or whatever. I'd already signed the papers when he told me that. But anyway, I think I got an okay deal. So anyway, I actually took the winter off. Let's see, I came back, I think it was January 4th maybe. Sat at home until, I babysit my grandkids in Santa Maria for 2 weeks in March. Then March. And then in April, took off again for made 2 rounds to Los Angeles I live north of Des Moines, north of Ames, but anyway, took 2 round trips and went back to Chicago each time, from LA to Chicago. So anyway, the first trip I made when I signed up for the load coming out of California, the broker asked me if my trailer was compliant with California TRU standards, and I'm like, yeah, thinking he was meaning my truck. I'm thinking a TQL agent, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But anyway, the second trip when I got into Chicago, I started noticing that all the reefers that had been dropped there had ARB numbers, ARB plus 9 digits down below, running down each side of the reefer. Got to thinking, I better check this out. Maybe they are doing something with the reefers. So anyway, checked it out, and turns out I was running into California illegally. There's a $1,000 a day fine for doing that. So I decided, well, I better get my reefer up to compliance, get myself one of those ARB numbers. So I went on their site. Actually, in case you're wondering, the site for trucks and the site for reefers is different. It's TRU for the reefers, trailer refrigeration unit, the TRU. Anyway, so I went on there, spent a day finding all the numbers on my motor and all that, and turns out that I had to have some parts put on it to make it come into compliance. So I called all the carrier dealers here in Iowa, and they're, nope, we won't do it. We won't do it. We don't know how, and we don't want to know how. So I called down to the LA area to the, well, let's go east a little ways. Talked to the carrier dealer there. Awfully nice guy. Awfully nice guy. Wish I could have done business with him. He came back with me an estimate 2 days later. It'll be $11,000. Take 2 days to put it in. Actually, it's going to be $12,000 with tax. So, you know, there I am with a Carrier X4 7300 in 2016, you know, manufactured in 2015. I'm thinking, man, you know, I don't know if I, oh, and super single tires, which I like super singles. They got a smooth ride, but, you know, the brokers don't seem to like them. They'd rather, they like me to, my local broker always wanted me to have the duals. So anyway, I bet the bullet and I traded it in on a S series, an S700 Great Dane, well, Thermo King Great Dane ESS. It had been sitting on the dealer's lot for 7 months. You know, they can't get rid of trucks or trailers right now very easily unless they drop the price. So they had dropped the price. I mean, not like the price went down on my Carrier utility unit, but you know, for a Thermo King S700, it was an okay price. I bet the bullet and bought it. And here's what the deal is: the S600s and the S700 Thermo Kings are compliant forever. I put the numbers in on the California TRU site, and you know, immediately it popped me out an ARB number. And interestingly enough, the big mega carriers got in there and I think they sued the state of California. They had been charging $35, and they made them do it for free, California. So I got that ARB registration for free, and I didn't pay. Get taken to the cleaners on the trade-in between my 2016 utility and my 2017 Great Dane. By the way, a 27 Great Dane was actually manufactured in December of 2015. Wrap your head around that one. So anyway, yeah, it's a 2015 motor. It has 16.5 thousand hours on it. But you know, sort of like in a truck, when I was looking at the trucks, I'd see 250,000 trucks with 250,000 miles on them that were just beat up. I'd take them for, I mean, inside and the outsides, and I'd take them for a drive and they wouldn't shift right, just pieces of junk. The one I got was 400,000 miles, 19 feet, and you could tell the guy had taken good care of it. I mean, no doors broken off the cabinets and that sort of stuff. But anyway, so now I'm completely California compliant, and that truck I got, that trailer I got, it was a Schuster trade-in. You guys around Iowa probably know about the Schuster trucks, that mega carrier out of Lamar's. It's an ice cream trailer. It's made to haul -20. And there I am, -20 transport, and I was always leery of hauling ice cream loads, getting down to that -20 continuous. But anyway, so that's where I am. In case you're wondering, the C600s and the C700 Thermo Kings, they're not compliant, at least not after 7 years. They might be before 7 years. I'm not sure about that. Without adding on, I think they call it a ripose kit you have to put on it. to make the C's compliant. I don't know what the cost on that one is, but I'm pretty sure it's after the 7-year from date of manufacture, not date of sale, date of manufacture of that motor. So yeah, you'd have to be 2017 or better to get compliant just for a little while. Same with the carrier units. The X4 7300 and 7500, once they hit that motor hits the 7-year mark there, they need that $12,000 upgrade. So, you know, if you're wondering why all of a sudden you see a lot of the California trucks only running Thermo Kings, and the S series, the S600s and the S700s, that's why, is because they made a deal with the state of California to be forever compliant. And I think what the deal is with those Thermo Kings, the S series, is they have I'm pretty sure they have an EGR valve. They've got electronic fuel injection, not the mechanical fuel injection. And I'm not sure if they have a exhaust system, like a catalytic type exhaust system that every once in a while pumps diesel through what we call a 7th injector with the 6-cylinder motors. It would be I remember how many cylinders those Thermo Kings have, whether they're 3 cylinders or how many. But anyway, they might have an extra injector to heat up the exhaust every once in a while to burn off the soot. That's what the carrier ESS compliance kit does. I think it's an EGR valve, a catalytic converter type thing with a fuel injection into the exhaust that'll, in a timely manner, burn off the soot. But I don't know that that they change the injection system on it or not. But anyway, just in case there's some guy out there like me that wasn't aware about the California compliance. Also, they claim that they put up sniffers at the scales to smell the exhaust, to catch the NOx fumes when you come through. So, you know, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I'd rather be compliant than face that $1,000 a day fine. For the mega carriers, I heard one place it's $10,000, but you check it out. You're not a mega carrier anyway if you're listening to me. But so anyway, that's just a little video. Oh, in case anybody likes to see pictures of trucks, you know, I had a Kenworth, what was it? Oh, this light, you probably can't see much. Let me see if I can get a good picture of my truck over here. But anyway, let me get over here. I had a 2012 Kenworth T700 with over 1 million miles on it. I bought it, I put 400,000 on it myself, but yeah, let me see. Let's see if we can get a good picture of the truck here. Yeah, it's a little bright. Here, I want to brag on my truck and I can't. But a little too bright in the sun. But of course, that's me, minus 20 transport. And it's a 19, first truck, a year 19, 191. Let's see if I can get the 191 in here. And my 17 Great Dane, 176. And there's my Thermo King S700 Precedent. And I don't know, this was a mistake trying to show off my truck, but anyway, there it is. Nothing like me. And what am I doing at home right now? These rates are so low, even lower than the winter when I was taking off. But, you know, I'm sitting here waiting for my farm to dry out so I can plant corn. sort of nice. I have a little bit of income from other things so that I can afford to take time off, but you know, I couldn't afford to drive it anyway at these rates. The fuel prices what they are. Anyway, sorry about the bad video there. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and I hope you can survive these low rates that we're getting. I guess it pays to be old like me, and if things get really rough, go on Social Security. I'm gonna wait till I'm 70 though, until I go on it, I think. No point in going on it early for me. I like trucking. I don't like the bad rates. I don't like losing money on a run. In my old truck, I got like 6.25 miles to the gallon. I'm getting over 7 miles to the gallon with this 579 Pete. It's got the PACCAR engine. Nobody likes that PACCAR engine except the actual people who drive them and pay for the fuel. Those guys usually like the PACCAR engine, but everyone else wants to moan and complain about, you know, oh, it's got a cam gears in the back, and you got to take the motor out and turn it to do any work on it. Well, what it is it's a European engine that's been around for a long time. I think it's the DAX that PACCAR owns, the DAC motor, I think is what it is. And you know, they had been running that for years before Cat stopped making motors, so PACCAR brought their motor over here, and it was made for cab overs. So they just flipped the cab up, and the cam will go out the back end. But you know, here in the United States, same with the Mack engine, the Mack Volvo engine, that's a cab over, European cab over motor too. They have to pull everything out the back, so on the cab over, which is really quick and easy. But here in the United States, we got the conventional, so you got to pull the motor out and twist it so that you can get to the cam and the timing gears and that sort of thing. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with that PACCAR. But the only thing is, they say I've heard it described as being like a Cat Acert motor, that double turbocharger Cat, because you step on the throttle, it's like 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. So yeah, it doesn't come off the starting line very quick, but it seems to it does better than my ISX 15 in the mountains. But you know, I got the 264 gear, so I'm pretty low geared. I think 65 miles an hour, I'm running 1100 RPM, maybe 1200, that neighborhood, in 12th gear. But so yeah, it's getting some good fuel economy. Seems to do really decent up at 70. I prefer not to run 70 myself, but you know, it's a thing of running out of hours and being legal. If I can legally make it to my destination, I'll run under 65. At night, I'll even drop like through Nebraska on the levels, fully loaded. I can drop down to like 58, that neighborhood. Just that gasket, that fuel gauge hardly moves. But anyway, like I was saying, you guys have a great day. I'm having a great day. I'd have a lot better day if I could get my corn planted, if it would dry out and take a load. I'm ready to take a load, even with these $2,000, you know, $2,500. No, I won't go that low. I won't. The lowest load I've ever taken to California is $3,500 going out and a $4,500 load coming back. But you know, I ran my truck to the point where it was repossessed in 1982. And I know it's more important to say no to loads and I wasn't going to get into trucking unless I could afford to not say no to loads. But anyway, enough of this stuff. You guys, I'm having a good day sitting here talking with you, and you guys have a great day too. God bless you all. Goodbye.